In about 5 minutes, you're going to be receiving the 3 MP3s I promised you. And I also have a surprise for you. You're also going to receive 2 more gifts. And the first one is 45 minutes of a live training I did with people all over the world. And in this training, I give them the golden seals, and that's what I'll be giving you. The golden seals in order for you to take this work to a new level and be able to really work on your own belief systems and be able to change them like that. Also, there is a copy of my ebook. It's a international bestseller, and you get a download file of it. And it also includes a practitioner training and all kinds of stories and transformation that I've experienced on the way. You know, we have over 300 practitioners worldwide, and we help thousands of people all over the world do this. And we have so many different ways to help you shift and go to a higher and a higher level. I would like to share with you how all of this began. It was like 1999. I was doing really good in business. I had my own company. I was selling CNC machines, which are computer numeric controlled machines, to engineers, doing very well. And I kept hearing in my head, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be a healer. I heard it over and over and over again. And so I said, okay, God, I will do this. The story is much deeper, which you can get in my book. We'll go into it. But so I started learning all these modalities. I started with hypnosis. And then I started teaching angel classes on how to speak to your angels. And then I started doing chakra classes where each week we went through a different chakra. And then I went back into the workforce. Well, let me tell you a little story about that. When I was self-employed there, I was like freaking out over money. I went and screamed at God on the beach one day, if you want me to be a healer, you better pay my rent. You better do it now. In an hour, I had a client show up at my door with a check of $1,500, which paid my rent, also bought my son's Christmas. And that was like 2001, 2003. And I just kept learning and being on this journey. I went back into the workforce because I had a belief that healers were broke. People that worked for God had no money and that you had to give everything away. I so had this belief. And, you know, even I'm going to digress a little bit. Yesterday, I was thinking about how much fear I used to live in at that time. I got a flashback of that fear and that feeling that I used to have back in 2003. And I'm just like, thank God that's gone and completely shifted. So I started learning more modalities, did masters in NLP and hypnosis, and I went in and did theta healing and certificate of science, master teacher, and started teaching that. But every time I would do these trainings, I would hear God say, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing, this is for your training. And it was very frustrating. And so by 2011, I'd left the workforce, 6-figure job, doing very well, doing very, very well, making lots of money. And I left that job and I was depressed, I was lonely, and I was broke. And I started talking to this guy online. He lived in England, and we were Facebooking, and then we started Skyping and having these conversations. And we did this for about 3 months, and he's like, I want to marry you, come to England, this is where you're going to live, and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, well, maybe this is what God has in store for me. Maybe I'm supposed to go over there and then start my healing practice, because I couldn't get anything going no matter what I did. And so I go over there, and then I'm with him for a couple of days, and I go for a walk in the morning. I'm like, what am I doing here? Because it wasn't for him. Very nice man, but he was definitely not my soulmate. So when I said this, I heard God very clearly say, Tamara, go to the Rosslyn Chapel. So I went to the Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland and met a client there. 2 days later, I was sitting in the chapel in Scotland. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm here. And I was doing theta healing at the time, which teaches you the laws or the levels, you know, first plane, seventh plane, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm in the seventh plane talking to the creator of all that is, and I hear Tamara go to the sixth plane, and that's known of the laws of the universe and also the Akashic records, which is under the law of time. So, and also truth, I would think. So I go into the sixth plane and this being's standing there, and I'm not used to any of this. So I'm like, who are you and what are you doing here? He's all, I'm Lord Metatron and I'm here to assist you. I had no idea who Lord Metatron was, and I taught angel classes. So I received this energy, which was followed up by golden seals, and it was like, oh my God, it knocked us sideways. I was sitting there with one of my clients from Scotland. I got to meet her for the first time in person. And so when I was driving away from the church, I heard, you're now crystalline and you're to give this to others. And this is how sacred activations begun. I'm so excited to continue sharing with you. I have a great opportunity for you to take this to the next level. In your inbox, you should already have the 1-hour video training where you receive the golden seals, where I'm working with people all over the world to receive this so they can work on themselves and take themselves to the next level. And you've already got 3 activations. Guess what else I have for you? Ready? It is the 6-hour training. So to continue that training, to go through to really learn how to use this, plus 26 foundation activations, which is over $1,000 value. The training's a $400 value. And then I have 2 tickets for you, which you can come in LA and work with me directly or online. And this is a whole weekend workshop where we shift your money beliefs. We're clearing you out of collective consciousness, out of genetic belief systems, out of past lives, to clear you to go to that next level so that you can have that flow of abundance in your life all the time. So we've got a 6-hour training that you can do right now, 26 activations that you can download and do them today. And then also the live training, this is March 25th and 26th. And again, it's live in Los Angeles or online if you can't travel. And you'll be working with people all over the world to shift your beliefs, understanding the sacred activations even on a deeper level to continue to transform your life. The benefit of this is to live a happy life, a joy-filled life where things come to you easily and effortlessly, where you're not waking up in fear or in anxiety or you're scared. They transform you so that you're waking up happy and enjoying yourself and your life. Doesn't that sound good? You know, this is over a $4,000 value, and you can get it now at this limited time offer for an investment of only $200. Why? Because I want you to transform. Why? Because I love this planet. I love everybody. You know, you are me. The more you transform, the more the world transforms, and therefore we live in peace and love and joy all the time. That's our birthright. That's who we are. And using sacred activations is the fastest way I've ever seen to do anything. I've shared with you earlier, I'm trained in many, many modalities, and I was always frustrated because it wasn't happening fast enough. Well, with sacred activations, it happens super fast. But this is for people that are ready to shift now, that are ready to go to that next level, that are ready to live in joy and happiness, free of diseases, free of fear, free of anger, free of that control feeling or needing to be controlled to live a happy life. So if you're ready, come join us. Again, you've got this 6-hour training, teach you how to do these activations. We're giving you 26 activations or MP3s that you can download on your cell phone or your computer and listen to over and over again. Even the training, you can do it over and over again if you desire. Then that weekend's a $2,000 value right there. And you're getting it all for only $200 investment. Okay, so here is what you do next. Click the button below, make your $200 investment, and then start developing your empowering belief system today that will change your life forever. I am Tamara Oviatt. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this amazing offer with you and to share my story and my transformation. Much love to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Bye.